Marco is a leader that pretty much got ignored for the most part once Sata dropped, right? I think when we first saw this leader revealed, he looked pretty good. People thought he might be the next Sakazuki, being red-blue, being able to cycle with one Don, kind of stack your deck the way you want to. However, I don't think he got the love that he needed. Now, with the addition of set 8.5 with all the starter decks and the Whitebeard starter deck, we got this card right here that really helps us kind of make this deck function a lot better for KO, right? Also, we got this Ace, which is just really good. Those are the cards from the starter deck that we're using, right? In addition to 2K counter, but this is a pretty standard 8.5 list for Marco. This is a list that we're running. I think this is going to be a very fun deck. I think KOing stuff through power is just, I don't know why. I think it's cooler, but this is the list. I think he'll get a lot better once these starter decks come out. Unfortunately, on the sim right now, I think we can only play in set 9 with these because the starter decks haven't come out just yet. But this is a deck that you can run pretty soon. I think the starter decks will come out at the end of the month for us. So pretty soon you'll be able to run this exact list in set 8. So let me know in the comments if you're excited about Marco, any of the other starter decks. Of course, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you want more deck lists. Let's get into the deck list. Of course, we got 4 Otama, one of these standard 2K counters for red. We've got our 4 Whitebeard, the 9 cost 10K, buff your leader on play. This, of course, was one of the fabled combos with Marco, right? Being able to stack our deck for one Don. We can put, that Whitebeard to the top of our deck, then play out a 9 cost Sanji. Playing out 2 9 cost bodies in the same turn is just crazy. Got another 2K Jozu, the older one, the 4 cost Rush 2K counter if you give him one Don and you have 2 or less life cards, right? And of course, if your leader has Whitebeard. Next, we got 2 of the 7 cost Rush Ace if we have Whitebeard type for our leader. And then, of course, also minusing 3,000 power on 2 of our opponent's characters. Great to kind of swing into board. Also KO stuff through power, right? We could use this in addition to the new 7 cost Whitebeard if we have them on the board. We got the Marco, the 5 cost 6K on play KO one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. And then, of course, on KO, trash one event from your hand. And then he can be played out rested. We got Rayleigh, 2 copies. Just such a good red card, right? Minusing power by 3,000 and 2,000, and then KOing something with 3,000 or less, and that minus power lasts for your opponent's next turn. So your opponent's characters are going to be a little bit weaker. And then, of course, one of the newer cards, right? This 7 cost Whitebeard on play, give one of your leader characters a 1 rested Don. That's a pretty big theme for a lot of the starter decks of just attaching Don, right? Which helps with Marco's leader ability, right? We need to attach to Don. So we can play this out on 7 Don and still use our leader ability to minus power. Then we got activate main, rest his character, KO one of your opponent's characters with 5,000 power less. Kind of like the 7 cost Jack, right? But for power. And then we got 2K counter, pretty much just a 2K counter that's searchable Whitebeard Pirates, right? You can play this out, and then we have Whitebeard Pirates for our leader, right? So we can use this effect. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for the turn, then put the top card of your life into your hand. We're only a 4 life leader, so not too much we would use this, right? But you can. We've got our Ace, 5 copies. The new Rush Ace, 5/6, 1K counter. If your leader has Whitebeard Pirates, this character gains Rush, right? So he's a 5/6 Rush, and then once per turn, this character will be removed from play by one of your opponent's effects. You can instead give this character minus 2,000 power. So similar to the Basil Hawkins, right? Where you can't really remove him by effects. You'll have to do it twice per turn, right? But a little bit easier since he just minuses himself rather than resting one of your opponent's characters, but still really good card, right? Then we got a Doflamingo blocker. One of the reasons that we're not really running the Ezo Searcher in this deck is the fact that we can look at our top card so much, right? With our leader ability. If you don't know what Marco does, he's 1 Don when attached, activate main, draw 1 card, and then place a card from your hand to the top or bottom of your deck. And then give one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for the turn. So that 2,000 power helps us KO stuff, but also lets us get the pieces that we need, right? If we play out the Doflamingo blocker, we can kind of already see what we're going to get and in turn play out what we need, right? and he's also a blocker. Next, we got 2 putting. We're a blue deck, and just having 2 putting kind of makes your opponent respect the fact that we can play this card if we need to. Obviously, on play, your opponent returns all of their cards in their hand to their deck and then draws 5 after shuffling. We got the 9-cost Sanji, really one of the best cards in the deck because it allows us to play out him and then any of our other big bodies with our lead ability. On play, reveal top card of your deck. You may put it into play if it's cost 9 or less, right? Other than Sanji. And then we've got our events for the deck. We've got 2 Sea Quake. If your leader has Wipe Your Pirates and its type, KO one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. With our leader ability, this lets us KO any 5k power character, really, so pretty good. But a little bit better, we got Fire Fist. Discard an event from your hand, KO one of your opponent's characters with 5,000 power, which means 7,000 power with our leader ability or less, and then one of your opponent's characters with 4,000 power or less. Pretty good, pretty good. We got 2 Bad Manners Kick Course. We do run a decent amount of counter and some blockers, right? We're also very aggressive with our build too, right? Like we have a decent amount of rush cards being read, but still we have some bricks. So getting this, honestly, might probably want to see it at 3 copies if we can find room. Just discard a dead card in our hand, gain 3,000 power for the battle. And then we've got 4 Sanji Pilaf, just help us get through our deck, right? It's got a great effect. It just triggers to activate its main effect, which is great. Drawing 2 cards. If we're going first, which kind of want to, kind of don't. I like getting to 10 Dawn so I can use Sanji and leader ability, right? But going first allows us to use Whitebeard on curve. Also going first means we get to 3 Dawn. We can either use our Pilaf or a blocker Doflamingo to kind of get through a deck, see our pieces, right? And then we've got 2 Gravity Blade. Obviously, being blue, this is just such a strong card for 7 Dawn. Place 2 cost 6 or less characters to the bottom of the owner's deck. Crazy. That's the list. I think it's a lot of fun. It is a little bit awkward sometimes, but I like this list for the fact that we've got the mix of rush. We've got the mix of KOing through power reduction. I kind of want to try out a different list that's more heavily focused on just KOing through power reduction, right? But it's just a very fun list when it works. Of course, again, preface this, but we have to play with set 9 stuff in the sim right now because these decks aren't out. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of the deck list. Anything you would change, do differently for the leader if you've been playing Marco. Has been fun. And let's get into some games. All right, we got... Interesting. I'm going to take first to try and be a little aggressive because at the end of the day, we are a... All right, this isn't the best. We do get the Doflamingo, though. And we can kind of fix our hand on our own. So we'll use our leader ability turn 1 to draw, kind of see what we need. I'm going to get rid of a 2K. I'm going to get rid of a 2K. We get some good aggression. We might honestly even wait to play this out, depending on what we draw next turn, right? Because if we can stack our deck a little bit later... Ooh, we get the ace. Okay. If we can stack our deck a little bit later, closer to the 9 Dawn, we might be good, but go 5, 7, 9. So that's 3 turns. So we can still kind of stack. So yeah, let's swing 5 and then play out the blocker, right? I think we got her. And then I'll probably block out pretty early with this, given the fact that he can KO this pretty easily if he has the 5-cost Marco. All right. Oh, that's good. Okay. So this is what I'll draw on my 5 Dawn turn, my 7 Dawn turn, and then my 9 Dawn turn, right? If I don't use leader ability at all. God, because I don't know if I want to. Let's start playing some dot, right? So if I put this here, I can perfectly on curve play out Sanji to play this, right? Because I'm at 3 Dawn, 5, 7, 9, and then this will be the top card of my deck during my turn. I can do that. Because I can just be aggressive with what is in my hand, right? And then we're gonna draw another 10 or 9 beard to just play. So if we get like another Sanji from life, but again, I'll probably block out pretty early and then just play aggressively, banking for that 10 or 9 Whitebeard, right? And we also do have 2/2Ks, right? Oh, but he's only at 4 Dawn, right? So he can't play out the, you know, that would have to be his next turn. So, okay. He sent a card to the top. We're going to just block out here. Keep all of our cards in hand. He could putting us too. That would really screw us up. He plays out the blocker that draws you 2 cards, and then you can return 2 cards. Have to return 2 cards from your hand to the top or bottom of your deck in any order, right? All right, so we're going to swing 5, then swing 6. Just apply pressure. Given the fact that we didn't see any of our cards with that first Doflamingo search that really was KO by effect, right? That's kind of why I'm leaning into my strategy of just playing out the 9-cost Sanji and just trying to overwhelm him with big bodies before he can. He's down to 2 life already, and we're at 4. With the ace, it's a little bit trickier to get rid of, right? He can... I don't think he can KO by power right now. I mean, he would have to use an event, right? Which wouldn't be the most effective use. So he gives him minus 2k power. That is... I could counter out of that. 4 Dawn? What does he have left for 4 Dawn? Marco blocker? No. Wait, no, I can't count out of that. Nope, I'm stupid. Yeah, because he minus power. Yep. So yeah, he's gone. Yep, I'm stupid. I can just KO his blocker next turn, or I can play out the ace. I think I can KO his blocker. I can kill his 1 blocker, right? And then just swing 7. Again. Or oh, I can KO this Marco, which he could then just give play back with a event trash. But then it would of course require him to trash an event to do so. So it's still getting a card out of his hand, right? And then it plays it out rested, so he can't block with it. I'm gonna do that because we can just, yeah, activate thing. Place it on the top of the deck because it'll still push. If we place it to the top of the deck, it'll still push that 9-beard back down to where we need it. We'll put what you. Wait, no. Wait, did I screw that up? No. I'm being silly, right? Yeah, this here. Play out Marco, KO you. So even if he brings him back, he comes back rested. Has to give us a card out of hand too. And then we can swing 7 at life. So that means he has to either give us his smaller blocker or just take the life. Yeah, so now we can swing 7. Because if I swing 7 at Marco, he still only has to give us 1 card out of hand, technically, right? So if I'm not really stupid, we should still be on track. Right? Or no, did I need to draw all of those cards? Am I stupid or dumb? Oh god, wait, am I dumb? No, wait, I think I'm dumb. No, we're good, right? We're good. I'm going to counter out of this and then take the next one, of course. And we got another Sanji, so we can do the exact same play. All right, cool. So we should be good. Play this, deploy, yay. Swing 6, 7, and then we can do the exact same thing the next turn. If we want to. We might have to do something a little bit differently, depending on what he does. Because now he knows he's in a rough spot. He's at 1 life, a blocker. He does have a pretty decent hand. We don't have the best hand for counter out, right? But now we are a 7k leader. So if he wants to do the same thing, I could at least counter out a 1 attack, right? Say he puts a Dawn on leader, plays out a 9-beard, right? That would swing 8. Or if he plays out a Sanji to play Whitebeard, right? That would be an 8K, so I can 2K out of that. And then I just have to take the 9K swing. But also, if he goes up 2K with the Whitebeard, I wouldn't be able to swing at him with this. It would limit our swings. Oh, okay. He's going to try and KO my Whitebeard. Okay, now that makes it a little bit easier, I think. Okay, Rayleigh. Right. 7,000, so he's 3,000, so he just KO. Yeah. Yeah. And then if he's going to swing at my Marco, that's even better. We'll just let that go. No effect, because I can't. I don't. Right. Wait, does that have to be an event? Yeah, an event. Yeah. I think I counter out here because I'm going to... Right. Cool. All right, so we have to use our lead ability, draw a card, place on top of the deck our Whitebeard. I can make you a 7K and then swing into it, but I kind of want to just go for life. I have 3 life. Yeah, I'll still just swing to life, right? Deploy. So now I have 8 and 9, and I kind of want to just go for game. Next turn with my big bodies. I have 2K counter. He has like 3 swings technically. He has a lot of rush cards, right? You know, we are both red, right? He takes, and then we swing 9. So yeah, maybe he doesn't have a lot of counter. He can record that blocker, of course, right? But now we have 3 big bodies, right? I'm still at 3 life. I've got a 2K counter. We know we did get a decent amount of our 2Ks in our starting hand, and I put 1 to the deck bottom. So we could be in trouble from what our life is, right? But he would have to swing with the Marco blocker or a rush card to go for game, right? Because he only has 3 swings minus that. But he's going to KO my Whitebeard again. That's interesting. Because now I can just split and kill him next turn, right? We gotta let the Sanji go. Because he has no Don. He only has 1 blocker and 4 cards in hand. We'll just take this. Yeah. He can't swing us. Okay. An event. So I can just, right? I can just KO his blocker and then swing in. You know? 5,000 power, right? Yeah. So that's just 3 Dawn to make sure I don't even have to split. I don't really think I have to, but boom, boom. And then he will obviously just not bring that back. But still now he doesn't have a blocker because that comes back rested if he did. And now we can just attach. Yeah, GG. So yeah, he had 3 2Ks and a 1K. That actually would have made it very hard to split. Right? But we still would have got it, I think. GG. All right, we got Carrot. All right, cool. Another we'll take first. We got a peel off, so we'll keep. Non-set 9 character. All right, we will patch bomb so we can 2K counter. Kind of want that. So I'll put this to the top of my deck, right? So I can keep the counter in hand. That doesn't matter because you can't swing on your 2 Dawn turn anyway, right? Silly. Okay. Luckily for me, I can KO most of their minks, right? So I'm just gonna swing 5 and peel off. So hopefully they won't be able to use their lead ability as effectively. So we'll peel off. We still don't find our Whitebeard. Maybe I should bump it up to 4. Right, but this also will help us get rid of some of their 5 costs. They get the stage. I love seeing the stage. I think the stage is actually really fun in this deck. Yeah, I think we'll take it. Okay, Marco. We can just KO there. You know. Swing 5. And then next turn, hopefully we find it, or we can just search for our deploy, kill. Cool. So they go to 6. So they can't, well, unless they have another 1-cost searcher and then they can play the 5-cost carrot, right? Hopefully they don't. Okay, so yeah, they didn't have it. Oh, so they can swing 7 at them technically if they wanted to rest my Marco and swing, which they, I guess, are going to. Yep. All right, so we'll just 2K. Cool. Cool. Was hoping to find. So you're 6K. So I'd have to use Otama, right? I'd have to use Otama to Seaquake. Well, let's see what I find with my leader ability. Asanji, we want that. I think at this point we don't need the rush ace because we have the other rush ace and we have our top end. So we'll put you to the bottom, give you minus. We'll use you and then Seaquake to kill. Cool. Then we'll swing 6, 7, and then we can play out the Doflamingo blocker. We're going, since we'll be at our 9 turn next turn, right? So 7, so that'll help us set up. If not, if we don't find anything good to play off the Sanji, we can just wait an additional turn, right? And play out our blocker. Well, that's literally perfect. So we'll start placing on top. We'll give us our Sanji to draw into, and then we can use that, right? Yeah. Perfect. So we'll get back-to-back 9 beard turns. That's crazy. And they're already down to 2 life. We have a blocker. They can just rest our blocker, of course, if they play out any character. They are at 8 Dawn, so that puts them in a perfect spot to use the... Okay, they don't. They use the Pedro. But they get Dawn back, so they can play out another 5 cost. So they can just keep our blocker rested. Oh, so they use the Luna. Okay, yeah. I think we take here because next turn we'll buff ourselves up to a 7K leader anyway. But I thought maybe they would use the Atrop Resonante. So this turn we will just play you out to play out you. And then swing 7. They can block and get one of my guys killed. But that's fine. I can bring the Marco back, I guess. They counter out. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Are they going to 10 drop? If they 10 drop, I can just do this again. I can just Sanji into another 9 beard, right? And then just swing 9 and 10. And I think that puts me in the perfect position to... Okay, so they don't 10 drop, but they use another Luna. To the 8 drop Resonante. Cool. See, the stage helps because now you can use this event and still an 8 drop. Perfect. I don't know why. They could have just froze my Otama. You never know when I'm going to swing with an Otama, right? Because it would just be a free swing. That doesn't go through because we're buffed to 2K, right? No 5 cost to play out. Oops. Did they mean oops as in the swing for that, or the fact that I was a 7K leader? If it, you know, so place at top, place that guy, boom, 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 bam, you, Sanji to replace you, deploy. We'll just at this point the blocker is just doesn't matter. Boom, bam, 8 at life, and then 9, 10. And then we are a 7K leader. We still have 2 life and a bunch of 2Ks now. So we're doing pretty good. Counter out? I mean, you could just blocked, right? But then if you block, then how do you win this next turn, I guess? GG. We got Katakuri. Okay, these are some interesting games. Still no 7 drop. Mulliganing for that hand. Pudding. That could help us if he finds a 10 mom from search. And we have our 7-drop now. So what don't I need? I've got a lot of 2Ks. But I kind of have what I need for a little bit. But no, we need to find a 9-drop. So we'll... it hurts, but I'll bottom deck a 2K. Because he's going to swing 7s at us anyway. Right? Or a really big number, or even maybe just a 5. So yeah, he swings 5 because he's going to play out the Paro Sparrow. We will... I think we should take that, right? But we're going to have to take the next few swings, right? All right, boom, bam. 4 Don. Really need to find a 3 Don play from this. That's fine. We'll place on the top of the deck you. Boom. Swing 6 and then play out our blocker. The only reason I counted out of the 5 is because, yeah, he's going to swing 7K with his leader ability next turn, most likely. And then even possible another... Okay, well, that... oof. Yikes. In danger. All right. We're on even curve, so I can just keep this in my hand. Right? So let's start placing on top. We'll get him in like 2 turns. So let's, yeah, let's get a 2K and then that, yeah. The least card that we need is pudding right now. So boom. Yeah. Cool. Cool. We are in a little bit of danger. He plays out okay. The new Katakuri blocker that reveals life, right? That's a Brule. 5 at us. I'm going to pudding for counter because at this point he only has 4 cards. He hasn't searched at all. We'll take this and then we'll block out this. And that is a blocker too, so that's rough. So you can put that Brule to the bottom if he wants. Or no. He looked at my life and put it to the bottom. So we'll block out that 7K swing. All right. We can try to clear his board a little bit, but I kind of need to rush him down too, but I can't let that board stay up. I'm going to bottom deck one of my ace, and then I'm going to minus smoothie. And then swing 6. If he blocks here, which I don't think he would, right? Yeah. Now, do I give him the search with the Paro? I think I kind of have to because I can't afford all these swings. And he also might just be tempted to let it go because he wants that search, but it is, you know... Oh, he blocks and counters out with a Brule. Interesting. I guess, yeah, he wants to just apply pressure before I get my... Next turn, we'll play this guy out. We can KO his blocker for free, essentially, by just using leader ability and then resting him. That's fine. I don't really need to keep him, and that saves my life. Yeah, because that requires 2 2Ks, and no. Hopefully he'll want 4 down to play something out, because I can counter out of the 5K swing. Oh, okay, we'll just 2K here. Also interesting that he took first on... Okay, so we... Yeah, we're going to take this one. Another Paris Sparrow. Okay. Attach it on. Before that, let's use leader building in case we find a Seaquake. We do not. I'm going to bottom deck my Rush Ace because at this point I can just 9-beard and that's much safer. We'll kill you with Whitebeard effect. And then I gotta kill the Paro because I am at 2 life. I am at 2 life. So even with this, he's... Okay, he counters out of that. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I've got 1K and then a 3K. You know? Listen, this game, we won our other 2. You know, this one I just wanted to show off how cool this character is. He is going to just kill me. Jeez Louise, man. I gotta let it go. Or do I counter out here and then let him swing into it again? No, I have to let it go. I have to let it go. He's going to get me down to like 1 life. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, counter out. I can't. Do I 0 cost a 9-beard here? I'll take it. Okay, we got 2 Sanji. So we can Sanji twice. That's helpful. That is helpful. He is just being very aggressive. We'll place you to the top. We get a 2K. That's perfect. So put you there. Put you that. Okay, cool. We'll play you out. Play. Kill the Pero. That cannot save. But still, now I'm at 7K leader. I have a 2K and a 1K and a 0-cost event, but I don't really want to use my 0-cost event. He got a Strucin, so he got a 2K. This is not a great match for me. Gotta be honest. Wasn't expecting this much aggression, but that's just Katakuri going first. He gets a timeout. Okay. But now he can't be swung at, right? So I am now effectively dead. Unless I get a blocker. Well, no, even if I get a blocker, I can't really... Yeah, I'm so dead. Because I can't counter out of a 22, right? Yeah, so we're just dead. So we'll just swing at him for funsies. Ouch. Yeah. Maybe I think for this kind of stuff. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I don't even think with this we can really, because I gotta dump my whole hand, right? Yeah, there's no point. GG. But I just want to show off the 7 Whitebeard. But also that last match brings up a better point that I think maybe more of the Fire Fist would be good, because it's then more events in your deck for the Marco, or also just to KO 2 bodies at the same time, right? If we're going to really go for a control style deck, I think maybe the Fire Fist could be good. It's 3 Dawn compared to the 7 of a, Gravity Blade. Obviously, Gravity Blade is better in the regard that it just bottom decks. But either way, I think this deck is a lot of fun. Hopefully, at least it showed off kind of what it can do. The 7-drop Edward Newgate Whitebeard is really cool. I love it. KOing a 5-cost or 5K power every turn is really cool, which turns into a 7K power, which honestly, I feel like 7K power hits more things than the Jack with Lucci. However, Lucci has so much reduction that Jack can kill pretty much anything, right? But just based off of our leader ability and the card itself, I think 7K hits a bit more than a 4-cost, right? Because a 4-cost character can only be up to 6K power, really. So we can hit 5-cost characters, right, with ours. But, I think at the end of the day, Marco still might not be the best deck, but it is a very, very fun deck. So I'm very interested to tweak more of this. So definitely let me know in the comments what you would change and do differently. Of course, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in our next video. Bye-bye.